Hey y'all, this is your girl P.S. your auntie, and I want to begin with this. Everything is art, right? So I'm going to give y'all this message today, and what it's about is the two kingdoms that's being divided right here and right now. And I've been knowing these things for a while. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching, and as I shared with y'all before, my purpose has been I was developed into knowing what my purpose was because I asked, right? I didn't know what it was, but anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all this. The old paradigm is gone. When I saw on TikTok, they were actually women, mothers on TikTok arguing about the teachers sending school supplies lists home, um, asking the parents to supply, certain a list of school supplies. And the parents, a lot of mothers, were sitting up saying how um, I'm not I'm not buying no school supplies for nobody else's child. I'm buying this for this and they're buying this for my child. And I want y'all to know this much. That old paradigm shift, those of you mothers that got in that camera and with thought that you were really saying something slick about what you not doing and supplying school supplies for another child, you are the old paradigm shift that is falling away. This is what the old guard is fighting to keep, and y'all represent the old paradigm, because those of us that are in the know that the whole time we have moving towards the new paradigm, and the new paradigm is collaboration. The new paradigm is really cooperative living and community, what communities used to be. So those of you that failed that small task, you are going to be the ones that are outside of the new paradigm shift. Um, how many times have you been told that, if you don't know this, when we hear about the rapture, and I'm not a religious person, but we approach religious text sometimes that has been converted from spiritual knowledge and been given a definition that's not what it's really supposed to be. Like, as far as we heard about the rapture is not some physical thing that's going to happen. And I'm not saying that there won't be things that happen from the sky, but really what the rapture is right here in the mind. And if you can't understand that, as a woman, as a mother, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I've seen a video going viral about some woman talking about, if you can't afford to buy $150 spray weight book bag for your child, and basically you broke. But then you the same one sitting up crying about some goddamn school supplies for kids. So you're going to buy them a $150 book bag, but don't put no school supplies in them. And what you doing that for when the kids probably still can't damn read? Your priorities are screwed up. And I know that this video may come across a little harsh, and that's okay, because it doesn't matter how you say a certain things to people. Some of y'all you don't have the ears to hear, neither you have the heart to feel. You don't have the brain to really comprehend it, because your brain is one of a person that's stubborn and someone that is selfish. I'm not even a parent. I'm not even a parent. And I understood that these teachers, a lot of times you already know that they're on a fixed income. Teachers have always been paid poorly, unless you're a public school. Teachers have always been paid poorly unless they are, teaching a private setting. But public school teachers are coming in and doing the job that nobody really does. And some of them are doing it for the love of just teaching. And you mean to tell me some of you parents who are getting a free education for your child can't even fulfill a list of school supplies, because the teacher is trying to get a collection of supplies because other kids may not have them. And I know that in your twisted little brain and your twisted little heart and your twisted little mind, well, that they problem. No, the reality is this, sweetheart. Like somebody said so brilliantly in the comment section, see, y'all are the ones that got your ass in that camera. See, I'm trying not to go there, but I'm gonna let it loose. You are the ones, as someone said, y'all the ones that complain about the village, yet you don't want to be a villager. You always want the benefit of the village to show up for your ass, but you don't want to show up for nobody else. You complain about there not being a village, not understanding that you have to be a villager as well. You want to benefit off of the village, but you don't want to be a villager. And that's why we're in we're in now as a country, as a world. Because somebody always has to sacrifice something for your selfish ass. I'm not even a mother. And when I see mothers that don't even understand something as small as that, honey, we are in a bad way. But I want y'all to know this. The new kingdom is here. The new kingdom is here. And there are those of us that are going to seriously get swallowed whole by this shit because we are selfish. Because we're selfish. We don't want to do for other people what we want to receive. That's old. That's why we in now. That's why we in what we in now. I just saw a video from Trevor Noah, and he was speaking to some young people and talking about how we got played out of the community. Our land's been seized and turned, that what used to be compounds for families, and then they turned them into individual single family homes. And as you can see, we've been on a decline ever since. Our land usurped from us and then allotted and turned into a community that's not even really a community. Now you have to pay someone for daycare when you had family. I know, because I was a sister that was watching my nephew when he was younger. He's 35 years old now. Did it for free. So this is where we are, y'all. We are here at the new kingdom and the dividing of kingdoms. And the kingdom is a consciousness. And let me explain something for those that don't understand. This is why I get up here and I do these videos and I talk about this and I talk about that and I talk about the self-development part, because I know this much. And I'm not talking to you like you're stupid. But here's the reality. You can build the most beautiful structures all you want. You can build the most tallest edifices. You can build your community and have the most elaborate schematics for your community, but I promise you this: the real work is not in you erecting buildings. It is the work that you have done on yourself in order to maintain and to have a prosperous community, because you're not going to have it. You're not going to have it. This is why gentrification happens to certain people, because it doesn't matter. I saw it in real time. I'm from Baltimore City. I was on Lafayette and Division Street for 4 years, right? And what I got to see when I lived around there, because before we left, they had actually put up some new townhomes up there. And let me explain something to you. You can put up $100,000 home, but if you put a poor ass mind inside of $100,000 house or $200,000 damn house, it doesn't matter. It's going to become the projects because of what's in it. I saw it over there when I was on 21st Street, in between Barkley and Greenmount. They put new houses next door to us. And because of the type of people they put inside that house, these fuckers tore that damn thing up. Cigarette butts all outside of it. Little tiny shorties. The liquor store opened up at 7 o'clock. They right out there. They throw the damn bottle right out there. They had a wired raised bed garden out the back. You know, somebody came and bought their sofa and put it up against the raised bed garden. And then you wonder why gentrification takes place and why they rather buy up the block and then put into the community what they can afford to put, price you out of it. Because really poverty is a state of the mind, and that's where we are. That's where a lot of us are. You want the benefit of the village, but you don't want to be a villager. When I saw them videos of these heifers sitting in that camera, big apple pie, wide face, wide mouth ass, you wide mouth bass, all in the camera, loud. You too damn dumb to even be ashamed of yourself. You a mother, you know damn well what it feels like to not be able to feed your child sometimes. Some of you know you try your best. And for you as a woman to act like you don't know how to feel for another woman, but instead what you do, y'all competing against another woman. You got the children up here competing against each other like it's a goddamn You Can Noob a dog show and shit. A $150 goddamn book bag, but your child is not on reading level. Ho, if you don't get your priorities together. But then again, you reading on a 6th grade level. A pack of pens. You can't help the teacher out to help your child, but you don't want to help another child. I'm not doing nothing for them. So stop expecting the village to show up for you when you don't want to be a villager. And let me explain something to you. As much as I see these conversations that are just out of control, the men and the women fighting and the war against this, let me explain something to you. I will never in my life make a video geared towards talking to men. You want to know why? Because I know that women are the seat of power. The hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. I don't give a damn what you've been told. When you see the child, when you see any child in any animal in nature, who is the child shadowing? Is he shadowing his daddy, or is he shadowing his mama? He's shadowing his mother, because his mother is the first teacher. I got into a kerfuffle on TikTok with some bird brain in the comments section, and y'all can't seem to get this. The teacher is not responsible for your child's education. You are the first teacher of your child. And if you don't even understand that, honey, then there's no way you should be cracking your legs open giving birth to no baby. This is what this dense heifer was down in the comments section trying to argue with me about. But yeah. So you kicked out 2 of them, but you didn't. Yeah, because we don't really know what we're doing. So why are you having kids? And then when I laid that shit down on her with a furiousness, then it was, you be quiet. Yes, stop having kids. That's the damn answer. That teacher's not responsible for educating your child. Are you serious? Before a school system, what did I just say? The child is shadowing the mother. Y'all know y'all can't take criticism for a damn, because I know you're going to be hot after this one. I really don't care. Because if you can't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm going to tell you this. For those that was on TikTok, and I'm not doing this, you're going to understand, I promise you. You're going to understand. You're going to get it, and it's going to burn your soul. You hear me? It's going to burn your soul. Because every opportunity you get to grow it spiritually, you forfeit it. And this is something as small as that. Y'all love to sit up and talk about spirituality. It's not that damn deep, y'all. The lessons come in the smallest ways. A list of school supplies. I'm not even a mother, and I saw that. It's about building supply system for other children, for community, for collab. And I understand that some of you may not have the money for that. But say something, do something. I can't do this, I can do that. But to outright say, I'm not doing nothing for nobody. But you the same one. You the same one crying out for the village, yet you don't want to be a villager. And this is where the kingdoms are being divided. Those that understand what community is and what they have to do in order to be a part of the community. That's the divide. And those of you that have an individualistic mind, that are selfish, greedy, heartless, you're going to be in your community and you're going to be around people just like you. Well deserved. Why should you be around the givers when you a taker? You should be around a heartless fucker just like you. You ain't going to catch me in no video talking to these men. It's the women that need to be spoken to. You are the first teacher. I don't know what y'all do not get. I don't know what you don't get. I've seen videos here. You're not going to catch me. You're not going to catch me on no panel. Don't invite me. I'm not talking to no men about nothing. I'm going to talk to this rock-headed woman. Because all that we see is on her back. You're sitting in the lesson, yet you don't get it. All this talk of esotericism, you don't get it, honey, because it's not up there. It's right here. It's something as simple as a teacher asking you to fulfill a supply list. You already seen how y'all thickled out during COVID when you had to deal with your own child, and then you back on the same bullshit. You back on the same BS. They're doing that as a service to you. That's why when education really I push for privatized education, because some of you parents do not get it. And see, it's not just about the education. It's about that mentality and that energy of selfishness amongst people. You want to be given, but you don't want to give. It don't work like that, y'all. And this is the dividing of the two kingdoms right there. You have the takers and you have the givers, and you have the ones that understand that the only way that we are going to be able to move forward is through a collaborative effort. You have to collaborate. That's not saying that you don't have your individual personality and stuff. It doesn't mean that. What we call, what I like to use my chemistry background. And we were talking about the different kinds of bonds: hydrogen, covalent, and then ionic. Ionic being the strongest bond, hydrogen being the weakest, and covalent is the bond that we really need to be using in order to build community, because covalent is the sharing of an electron to bring the other atom into balance. Ionic bonding usually happens because the atom that's of the higher electronegativity snatches the atom away from the smaller, snatches the electron away from the smaller atom and forces it into a bond with it. And the only way that the smaller atom can break free is if it snatches the electron of something else to bring it into balance and break the bond between the electronegative atom. As I was just talking to my mom about that. You know, that's called free radicalism. You know, free radicalism is another word for cancer. That's what cancer is, and that's what we are. This is a cancerous society where we snatch from other people and in order to bring ourselves into balance when we should be covalent bonding. If you don't understand that in these times, I don't know what to tell you, honey, but you gonna understand, I promise you. You understand. And it's going to be a very harsh and cold reality for you. You want to be given, yet you don't give. You need to be around selfish people just like you. Why should givers be around takers? This is the dividing of the kingdoms. It's here.